Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. As you know, we are studying improvement in food resources. We have already studied the chapter. We have already discussed the important NCERT questions. Now this is time to go with the NTSE Stage 1 questions. These are very important. In honeybee, the drones are produced from unfertilized eggs, fertilized eggs, larvae from unfertilized eggs which are fed on royal jelly, larvae from unfertilized eggs which are not cared by the workers at all. This is a wrong statement. It's also a wrong statement. Generally, we know that honeybee, that are drones, means males, are produced from unfertilized eggs. Okay. Option 1 is the correct answer. Next is, aim of plant breeding is to produce. Why is plant breeding done? Disease-free varieties, to get the disease-free varieties, yes. High-yielding varieties, yes. Early maturing varieties, yes. Thus, we can say we want all these characteristics. This is the reason we do plant breeding. Okay, so we can say that aim of plant breeding is to get disease-free varieties, high-yielding varieties and early maturing varieties. So, option 4 means all of these is the correct option for the given statement. Next is, agronomy is the practice of raising. Agriculture, no. Agriculture is also a science or a branch of science. Fruits and vegetables, yes, it can be. Plants and animals, no. That is animal, if you want to grow the practice or if you want to raise the practice of raising animals, this is known as animal husbandry, and plants, that is known as agriculture. Okay, only animals, no, that is also known as animal husbandry. So correct option is fruits and vegetables, means the practice of raising fruits and animals, fruits and vegetables is known as agronomy, because if it is related to plants, that is known as agriculture, and if it is related to animals, that is known as animal husbandry. So these are the wrong option, and only the correct option of the agronomy is fruits and vegetables. Option 2. Next is, bagging of female parent is done to avoid fertilization, no. Seed formation, no. Cross pollination, yes, it may be none of these. Option 3 is the correct answer, means bagging of female parent is done. Why? To stop cross pollination or to avoid cross pollination. Next is, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan was responsible for what? Bringing green revolution in India. Yes, he was the person who brought the green revolution in India. Introducing improved Mexican wheat variety Sonora 64 in India. Yes, he introduced the Sonora 64 in India. Developing several improved crop varieties in India. Yes, he did so. So, option 4, all of these is the correct answer, and this is the important question of NTSE. You must learn it. What are the, for what M.S. Swaminathan is responsible for. Micropropagation technique is highly useful raising. What is micropropagation? Generally, in micropropagation, plantlets are grown in tissue culture, and then they are planting out. Okay, once the plantlets are grown in the tissue culture, then only they are then they are planted outside. Okay, so this method is known as micropropagation. So what is this technique used for? This is useful for seedless fruit yielding plants, hybrid plants, disease free plants. So option is all of these. Generally, micropropagation is done to get all these features. Next is, what are the 3 primary nutrients needed for plant growth? We all know that plant needs nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium for the first growth, means that is known as primary nutrients. So, they are calcium, sulfur and magnesium, no. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, yes. Zinc, boron and copper, no, they are micronutrients. None of these. This is also wrong, as we all know that some nutrients are generally of 16 types. Okay, I have already told you in this chapter that nutrients are generally of 16 type which are needed by the plants. Some of them are macronutrient. Okay, some of them are macronutrient. So macronutrient are required and they are also known as primary nutrient because they are needed in the large quantity for the plant growth. Okay, so what are they? They are nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. They are macronutrient. Okay, and they are needed for the plant growth and they are known as primary nutrients because they are required in the large quantity. So option 2 is the correct answer. Manure is a good source of nutrients for plants, but what is the another benefit of manure? They are nutrient specific? No. Increases number of increases number of friendly microbes? Yes. Easy to store and transport? All of the above. This is the second option is the most suitable and the correct answer, that manure is good for a good source of nutrients. We all know beside it, they increase the number of friendly microbes in the soil. Clear? Next, which of these crops does not require nitrogen fertilizers? Corn? No. It requires soybean? Yes, it can be because it is a leguminous plant. Okay. Grass, hay? No. It also requires oats? No. It also requires nitrogen fertilizer, but only the soybean is there who does not require nitrogen fertilizer because it is a leguminous plant and it has already rhizobium in the root nodules of the plant. Clear? So option 2 is the correct answer. Next, soil erosion is caused by, we all know soil erosion means the removal of top fertile soil from its original place. Okay, and that is known as soil erosion and generally it is done by the wind, water. Okay, so it can be done by water, wind, poor farming practices. Yes, so option 4, that is all of these are the correct factors. These are the factors which cause soil erosion. So option 4 is the most suitable answer for the given statement. Crop rotation is an important part of organic farming. Organic farming means farming which does not use the chemicals in it. Okay, why is monocropping means growing single crop problematic? The crop is vulnerable to organized crop thieves. It encourages the buildup of diseases and pests that destroy that particular crop. It is not economic or all of these. As we all know, generally when we grow the crops and if we grow the single plant, if we grow the single crop, then it would be very difficult for the farmers, like as a crop is vulnerable to the organized crop thief. Yes. It encourages the buildup of diseases. Yes. And pests that destroy the particular crops. Yes, it is not economic and option 4 is the correct answer for this because these factors have to face if we will grow the single crop. Next is, which of the following is true for intercropping? Intercropping means to grow many crops at the same time in the same field. Okay, now which one is the true? Seeds of two crops are mixed before sowing? No, we cannot mix the seeds. Harvesting and threshing are not possible separately. It's also wrong. Pesticides can be easily applied to individual crops. Yes, we know because we know that we use different pesticides for the particular crop. Particular kind of pesticide is used for the particular crop. So, thus we can say in the intercropping, pesticides can be easily applied to individual crops. This is the correct option. Green revolution in India was possible due to better irrigation, yes, fertilizers, yes, and pesticide. facilities. Yes, we have all these options. Exploitation of high yielding varieties, it's also true. Intensive cultivation, yes, it's also true. So we can say that option 4 means all of these statements are true for the green revolution. Means green revolution in India was possible because we had better irrigation facilities, we had fertilizers and pesticide facilities, there was the high yielding variety exploitation and intensive cultivation was possible here. Okay, so option 4 is the correct answer of the given statement. Triticale is a man-made cereal which has been developed through hybridization between wheat and oat, no, wheat and rice, no, wheat and gram, no, wheat and rye, yes, this is the correct answer. Generally we know botanical name of wheat is Triticum aestivum, okay, and the triticale, which is the variety, is obtained by the hybridization between wheat and rye. So when we do the hybridization between wheat and rye, we get the another variety that is known as triticale. Okay. Compost manure is produced from farmyard manure and green manure. No, that is known as farmyard manure, farm refuse and household refuse. Yes, it can be. Organic remains of biogas plants. No. Rotate vegetables and animals refuse. So it is generally made by compost manure is generally made by farm refuse and household refuse. Okay, when we keep all those things in the pit, then the compost manure is made. Clear? So option 2 is the correct answer. Means when you keep the farm refuse and household refuse in a pit, then compost manure is formed. Next is the main problem caused by the use of pesticide is the residue persists in water and other component of the environment. It is true, and they are very harmful to the living beings. Mosquitoes have become resistant to DDT. No. They kill silkworm. No. They deform the gills of some fishes. No. The main problem caused by the use of pesticide, as we know, excess use of pesticide is very harmful because it causes the harm to the environment and the living beings. How? Because their residue persists in the water and other components of the environment. Clear? So this is the reason they are much harmful to the living beings. So option 1 is the correct answer. Next is biopesticides include bioherbicides and urea. No. Bioinsecticides and fertilizers. No. Bioherbicides and bioinsecticides. Yes. Bioherbicides, bioinsecticides are correct, but they do not contain fertilizers. Okay, so this is the option 3 is the correct answers, that biopesticides include what? They include bioherbicides and bioinsecticides. One more thing, why they do not contain fertilizers? Because fertilizers are used to increase the fertility of the soil, but here pesticides are used to kill the pest. So this is the reason that they contain only the bioherbicides and bioinsecticides. They do not contain fertilizers, and urea is again used to increase the fertility of soil. So it does not contain urea also. Which one of the following is organochlorine? Malathion? No. Parathion? No. Aldicarb? Yes. It is the correct answer of organochlorine. Option 3. Next is gene bank comprises. What it comprises? Seed bank, okay. Orchards, okay. Tissue culture, yes. Cryopreservation, yes. Seed banks, it contains seed banks, okay. Tissue culture, yes. Cryopreservatives, they all are included there, but the main thing is that it contains orchard also. So most suitable answer is the option 1. Okay, that is, we can say that gene bank contains seed banks, orchards, tissue culture and cryopreservation. Clear? Next is the first organic pesticides to be used commercially was Bordeaux mixture, Burgundy mixture, DDT 2,4-D. They are not organic pesticides. Okay, they are chemical pesticides. So first was Bordeaux mixture. Next is the pesticides having very low biodegradation and strong affinity for fatty tissues are organochlorine, organophosphates, triazines, pyrethroids. Then answer is organochlorine. Okay, you have to learn these question and answers. These are very important questions which we are providing here of the stage 1 NTSE. Pulses are rich in protein because, why are pulses rich in protein? Because we know that pulses are leguminous plants. Okay, pulses are leguminous plants, and in the roots of leguminous plants generally what are present? Rhizobium bacteria are present. Okay, so they are rich in protein. Actually, pulses are leguminous plants. So we can say they are rich in protein because insectivorous habits, no. Requiring high dose of nitrogen fertilizers, no. Rhizobium, yes. Green manuring, no. I told you pulses are leguminous plants and in their root nodules generally rhizobium are present. This is the reason that pulses are rich in protein because rhizobium is present in their roots. Option 3. 3 crops that contribute maximum to the global food grain production are wheat, rice, maize, wheat, rice and barley, wheat, maize and sorghum, rice, maize and sorghum. So, this is the correct option, wheat, maize and sorghum. Next is, which of the following plant disease can be controlled by chemical control? Viral disease, yes, they can be controlled by chemical control. Diseases caused by nematodes, yes, they also can be controlled by the chemical control. Fungal diseases also can be controlled by the chemical control. So, option 4, that is all of these are the correct answers. Which of the following is not an intention of reducing plant using a portion of plant tissue or cells in a suitable nutrient medium based on the principle plant cells have the capacity to produce plant of their own kind? Got it? It is asking that which of the following is not an intention of reducing plants. These are the given statement in which you have to select that which statement is not suitable according to this statement, that plant cells have the capacity to produce plants of their own kind. Okay, so to obtain disease resistant and high yielding variety of plants, yes, it can be. To reduce the period of lifespan of plants, no, nobody wants to reduce the lifespan of the plants. Okay, to develop large number of plants in a limited space and time, yes, if you are growing the plants by their if we are growing the new plant from the original plant cell, then this is to develop large number of plants in the limited space and time. Yes, to obtain plant which produce more fertile seeds. Yes, so option 2 is the correct statement for the correct option for the given statement. Like, which one of the following is not intention of producing plants using a portion of plant tissues? So, this is to reduce the period of lifespan of the plant. Next is, which one of the following is not a cereal crop? Wheat, rice, sorghum, mustard. So, it is a cereal crop, it is a cereal crop, it is a cereal crop, but sorghum is not a cereal crop. It is a leguminous crop. Okay. Next, so here we have discussed all the important questions of NTSE. Okay, so learn them. Thank you.